Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Kaye.
I begin my story out in West Virginia in a little college. All the student body only cared for football, never mind the knowledge. Never mind the sheepskin, they preferred the pigskin, seemed to have it in their bones. They knew all about it, couldn't live without it, all except a certain Mr. Jamboree Jones. He played the clarinet with all his might. He studied night and day. He practiced day and night. No running up the field for Mr. Jones. He'd rather run up the scale and down the scale. What tone? Meanwhile, the team marched on to greater fame till they were asked to play in the famous Rose Bowl game. And on that day of days, the students beamed. What did they do when the team marched on the field? They screamed. Start from the kickoff, they pulled every trick off, but they couldn't win it. Well, instead of going forward, they were going backward about a mile a minute. Now, seeing their position, they called intermission, and they heard the referee say, well, 17-0 ain't exactly nothing, and you've only got about a minute to play. Then from the stands there came a distant wail. Jamboree, hey, come here, hold him, yeah. And then the students all began to yell. Went up and down the field. Jamboree Jones. Jamboree Jones. Jamboree Jones. Sing that song. Who won the man who won that year? Jamboree.
From Television City in Hollywood, it's the Danny Kaye Show with guest star Phil Silvers, featuring Harvy Korman with Paul Weston and his orchestra, and special guest star Barbara McNair.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. I'd like to ask you a question. Have you ever driven a car for 18 hours without a stop and gotten home so tired you almost fell asleep in the driveway? Huh? Well, that's what happened to our old friend Harry Whitner. He was exhausted, and nothing was going to stop him from getting into bed until a new neighbor decided to throw a wild party. And as if that wasn't bad enough, the new neighbor is played by the very funny Phil Silvers. Oh, boy.
Harry, it was a wonderful weekend. And it was so sweet of you to drive back on the scenic route. I know it took 6 hours longer, but we didn't mind the extra driving, did we?
Emily, I've told you 100 times. If I've told you once, please don't talk to me when I'm driving.
Harry, darling, you better get some sleep.
Sleep? Yeah, well, I can't get any sleep. I have to park the car.
No, Harry, you have parked the car, darling. You're home.
Oh, I have?
Yes, and now you have to go to bed and go to sleep. Come on, I'll help you. Just come right over
Emily,
here.
I think I'm going to sleep for about 1,000,000 years.
Sure you
I'll
will.
bet you when my head hits that pillow, I'll go out like a light. Watch out for the ice cream truck!
Doorbell. It's
Doorbell?
the doorbell. Now, why don't you get up and see who it is at this hour?
Oh, boy, I wanted to get some sleep. Well, maybe I can do this without waking up, huh? I'll open the door and let's see.
good evening, lovely lady. My name is Douglas Farley. I'm your new neighbor. I've recently moved into the apartment 14B in a desperate attempt to class up the neighborhood. My, you're lovely, but you don't know me. You've never heard of me. My card.
There's nobody here, Emily.
Oh, my card. Don't stand there. The card. Where's the card? Here you are, sir. My card.
Yes. Well, what is it, sir? You see, it's very late, and what is it you want, Mr.
Farley. Douglas Farley. You didn't read the card, bad boy.
Well, please, Mr. Douglas Farley, we're trying to get some sleep now.
Oh, how stupid of me, of course. But you see, I'm having this housewarming bash.
Oh.
I seem to be short a chair.
Oh, well, maybe you'd like to borrow one of ours.
Oh, you're lovely. Lovely. What a good thought. I'll take this one right here. Wonderful, after all. What is a party without a chair?
But wait a minute. That chair is 100 years old.
Then we don't care what happens to it, do we? Oh, you are a darling. You are a darling. You know what you are? You're a neighbor. Oh. You darling, you. Darling neighbor, that's what you are. Bye.
Oh, isn't he a charming man?
Yes, he certainly is a charming man, all right. I only wish I'd met him 2 hours ago. And I could have hit him with the car. Remember that fella coming in here?
Come on, you're just tired.
Yeah, but it's 11:30 at night, honey. I mean, people don't
Darling,
just barge in.
Put yourself in his shoes for 1 minute.
Put myself in his
Yes.
shoes. Hello, lovely lady. How are you, lovely lady? I'm here, desperate attempt to class up the neighborhood. You know what you want. You're a neighbor. Bless you. Are you a neighbor? Are you with him? Oh, bless you. Are you a neighbor? All right. Are you kidding? He came in here 11:30 at night. He goes out and he steals your furniture, and then he answers the door. It's me. I'm back again, lovely lady.
Hello. Sorry about the chair. But these things do happen, and how friendly you are. This feels like my home away from home. I can't stay but a moment. My guests are waiting. So if you'll get your dishes, I'll help you take them out into the hall. Aren't you sweet? Your name?
Whitner. Harry Whitner.
Funny. Funny! A neighbor with a joke name. I love it. Your name, my darling?
Emily,
how sweet. Harry, Emily, I want you to get to know her better. After all, this relationship may burst into something very, very serious, because after all, you have a lot in common. You both like broken furniture. How sweet.
Emily is my wife.
Married so soon. Isn't that marvelous? Just met and married. And you darling thing, you're just a child bride. And you lucky cradle robber, you. And why are you standing there? Where are the cubes? Ice cubes. After all, what is a party without cubes and a tinkling tall glass? Put it down. Why is it so long getting the cubes?
Look, Mr. Farley.
What?
My nerves are telling my brain to go to sleep.
Well, what?
But my brain can't go to sleep because there's a crazy man in this room. Now, Mr. Farley, what shall I tell my nerves before my brain tells my fist to poke your nose right in the mouth? Huh?
You're beautiful when you're angry. You have a right to be angry. I've been an insensible, I've been a stupid boy. But it isn't me that's being this. The true me, I'm a shy, sensitive soul. I'm a little sailor boy lost in the sea of life. You know what's wrong with me? I need help.
You need help?
Oh, you saw through the tinsel facade, didn't you? You see the real me. Would you believe it? Next door, behind those walls, there's a gala party going on. And the girl of my dreams is sitting there waiting for me. And I'm here alone, frightened to go in there. And do you know why? I can't do the Watusi.
Oh, but that's easy. Anybody can do the Watusi. I can show you how to do the Watusi.
Oh, can you, could you, would you?
Oh, I can, I could, I should.
Sir, if you can find it in your heart to teach me.
Oh, well, I would say... Well, we don't have any music here.
But I've seen you walk across. You have a natural rhythm. You don't need music. Go, sir, show me what. To see what, to see what, to what, to see what. Go, sir, I think you've got it. What, to see
and the big and the German and the hair and the what?
You poor darling, I know what you're going through.
Now, Emily,
Harry, what are you doing?
I'm showing him what happened to him.
He's gone.
That dirty crook! And he ain't coming back either. I'm closing his door and I'm carrying the bell. Now we're gonna go get some sleep. We gotta get up early in the morning.
Why?
Because we're moving to Finland. There.
I heard that remark. It's a brilliant thing. Go to Finland, you'll be happier there. If there were more people in the world who had your convictions, it'd be a better world. I just crossed across the terrace. I'll be only a moment late. Need a light. After all, what is a party without a light? You've got it glued in, haven't you? This is a shabby piece. It'll make a wonderful tray for my potato chip dip. Well, must be going. Like to have you over, but it's a class party. You'll only feel out of place, and so it's, to see. Oh, just coming, gang.
Harry. Harry, now, do you feel all right? You're feeling irritated. Oh, well, show me how you're feeling. Show me what you're feeling. What? Harry. You're smelling something, Harry? What are you smelling? You're smelling perfume, you're smelling a sweet thing. 2 syllables. And you smell it. And it's not perfume. Is it a flower? Is it a purple flower? A chrysanthemum, a rose, a tulip, a daisy, what? Daisy? It sounds like crazy! Crazy! You're gonna blow your top.
I'm not going crazy, Emily. Not at all.
No.
I'm in absolute control. I hear music. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Listen, we've had enough of this, and I'm going to bed. I will not stand
All
for
right,
this
well, go to bed. We'll forget all
Oh,
about
that's, I've heard it now. Nothing at all. I'm going to call the police.
No, Harry, what?
I am calling the police. Hello? Hello, police? Yes, there's a wild party going over here on 25 West Bedford Street on the 14th floor. No, you can't bring a date. This is a complaint, not an invitation. Oh, you'll be right over? Fine, thank you. Maybe I'll get some sleep now.
Harry.
Hey, Dodge!
Darling, sweetheart. Don't you think that you were a little hasty calling the police like that, darling? I mean, after all, put yourself in Mr. Farley's place. He's new. He just moved into the building, sweetheart, and he's trying to have a little fun, that's all. Oh, you understand, don't you, sweetie?
Yeah, well, I guess you're right, Emily. Maybe I was a little rough on him. I mean, it's very tough to have a party without making a little noise. You know, you're always so right about everything. I'm just crazy about you.
Well, I like you too, new neighbor.
What?
Oh, it's a fun.
What?
We're having a scavenger hunt. I've been assigned to find a double bed.
Double bed?
Thank you. We'll take it.
No,
Oh, I have it. They'll come right in. All right,
nobody.
gang.
This isn't a playhouse. It's my life. No, just bring it. Hold it. We're all gonna have fun. Is that what you want? You want to have fun, huh?
Yes, we want.
Everybody wants to have a nice time, huh? Is that what you want? Fun. Let's have a nice time. I will take a little headlamp and we'll put it like that. That's fun, isn't it? We'll take a little lamp and we'll give it a have a break in the lamp and we're gone. That's fun. Oh boy, we're having fun. Fun. Oh, we're having a good time with the fun with the lamp.
Really, what is wrong with you?
All right, we've had a complaint. I'm booking you for disturbing the peace and disorderly conduct.
But you can't take me. I'm not disorderly.
Come on!
Hold that just a minute. If you take him, you take me.
That's the way you want it.
No, officer, I've got to get some sleep.
Come on!
You better take me alone. It's my fault.
No.
I'm the one who blamed for
Come
this.
on,
He doesn't want to. Our next guest has just made an album, and on the cover it says, she's the living end. Now that's a description which is totally inadequate, so we'd like to correct this. Here then is the scrumptious, palpable, tantalizing, and heterotrophic bundle of talent, Miss Barbara McNair.
I feel a song coming on, and I'm warning you, it's a victorious, happy and glorious new strain. I feel a song coming on. It's a melody full of the laughter of children out after the rain. You'll hear a tuneful story ringing through ya, love and glory, hallelujah. Now that my troubles are gone, let those heavenly drums go on drumming. I feel a song coming on. I feel a song coming on, and I'm warning you, it's a victorious, happy and glorious new strain. I feel a song coming on. It's a melody full of the laughter of children out after the rain. You'll hear a tuneful story ringing through ya, love, glory, hallelujah. Now that my troubles are gone, let those heavenly drums go on drumming, 'cause I feel a song coming when the sun comes out and the rain stops beating on my window pane. When the sun comes out, there'll be bluebirds round my door, singing like they did before. That old sun went out, and my man walked off and left me in the rain. Though he's gone, I doubt if he'll stay away for good. I'd stop living if he should. Love is funny. It's not always peaches, cream and honey. Just when everything looked bright and sunny, suddenly the cyclone came, and I'll never be the same till that sun comes out and the rain stops beating on my window pane. If my
Miss Barbara McNair. And thank you, Barbara.
Well, thank you, Danny. No one has ever called me palpable and heterotrophic before. I'll never forget it. I'll always be grateful to you for that.
Oh, well, that's all right, Barbara.
Yeah, but what does it mean?
Well, it means that,
Yes.
it means, that, it means, it means,
Think of something.
it means you make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual.
The moment that you speak, I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon.
You and I are just like a couple of tots
Running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young.
You make me feel so young.
You make me feel there are songs to
A lot
be
of
sung,
songs to be
bells
sung,
to be rung,
and a wonderful fling to be flung.
and even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today.
'Cause you make me feel so young.
Fiddly-dum and fiddly-dee,
I feel such a juvenile serenity.
feel like climbing to the top of a tree.
And yelling, ollie, 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 oxen free.
You make me think about the 4th of July.
Tiddlywinks and tinker toys and making mud pie. Jingle bells are jingling and a sack of silly songs to be sung. And even when I'm old and gray,
We'll kick the can around the way
we do today. 'Cause you make me feel so. Make my head real so. You make me feel so. La 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 la. You make me feel so young. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil Silvers. Phil Silvers, who is a distinguished colleague, an old friend, and a former classmate. Now, you may not believe this, but it really is true. Phil and I went to the same school together in Brooklyn, and it was called Public School PS 149.
Well, Danny, that's true as a
we
out
got
on
some
parole,
friends.
eh? We grew up in the same neighborhood, Danny, East New York.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Dan, I always meant to ask you, how far did you go in school?
Oh, I went all the way. I went right through high school.
Oh, a full education.
Oh, of course.
Well, I wish I could say that. The only thing I remember about school, I majored in hooky. You know what I admire about you, Danny, besides your tremendous success all over the world? The way you progressed as a man. I mean, your use of the English language. It's marvelous. The way you introduced Miss McNair. As a matter of fact, the way you introduced me. I envy you. You have a marvelous vocabulary. You have a marvelous vocabulary.
You have trouble with that?
L's drive me crazy.
Really?
I shouldn't even have attempted. But you know what I mean. You speak English beautifully. Your vocabulary is very
Well, no, I don't think there's any great accomplishment.
Don't bother with it, Danny, because L's I can't handle. Don't try to help me.
Do you mind if I make one suggestion?
Please do.
I mean, I think you might be able to get the hang of it if I can teach you to break it down. Let's do it by syllables, huh?
All right.
I'll repeat it after me.
I'll
It's very
try,
simple.
try.
Vo, cab,
cab,
you, le, re. Vocabulary.
Vocabulary. Listen, Danny, don't try it anymore. I'll tell you why, because in my own show, I always instructed them, don't put L's in the script. I can't handle them. There's one word drives me crazy
Which
entirely.
one?
The stuff they use on the kitchen floor, that shiny...
Go ahead.
Lamolamin.
Oh, come on, Phil. You know it better than
I
that.
just said it.
Linoleum.
Linoleum.
Let's break that one down.
Let's shatter it. Lin.
No.
No.
Lee. Linoleum.
Vocabulary. You see, we wouldn't have wasted this spot if your producer had listened to me.
My producer?
I asked him not to put L's in the script. What's his name, Perry Ralmany?
No.
Ralafrity.
Very easy. 3 syllables. La.
La.
Fur.
Fur.
Tea.
Tea.
Lafferty.
Linoleum. See what I mean?
Now, if you had gone to 149 and didn't major in hooky, you would have learned how to say Perry Lafferty.
Hold the phone, kid. I went to PS 149.
You did?
Sure.
Do you remember the school song?
Never forget it.
You know, there's a school, we had a school song that absolutely was tattooed on my brain. Every time I heard this song, it made the blood course through my veins, and it made the hackles rise on my neck.
I should have never started on vocabulary. It's driving him crazy.
And, well, Paul, let's hear it.
We're gonna do the song?
149 is the school for me. Drives away all adversity. Steady and true will be to you. Loyal all to 149. Rah, rah, rah. Raise on high the red and white. Cheer it with all your might. Hey! Good! Oh! 149. Hooray for 149. Hey!
Tonight, with Phil Silvers as our guest, who began his career as a burlesque comedian, we thought we might recreate this grand era of show business. Ladies and gentlemen, the golden age of burlesque.
Good evening, my friends. I am Mondini the Great. I shall endeavor to amaze and amuse you with a potpourri sleight of hand. Tricks that I learned in the far corners of the earth, including the Orient, the Near East, and the Duchy of Lilyuk. I told them about those elves. Now, here we go. Alakabam, alakavoom. How great I am. About Thank you, you lovers of the Mysterios. Don't go away, Cecil. You may be my dinner tonight. And now, you lucky people, the great Mondini will bring you an illusion personally taught to me by the Grand Lama and his wife, the Mama Lama. How about that? Now, for this major miracle, I shall need the assistance of some young man in the audience, some gentleman who care to volunteer. How about it, folks? Anybody from the audience? Any volunteers at all? Oh, would you send that young man right up here? Will you please, sir? Come. Ah, there you are. Oh, I think we got a live one here, folks. Really. And we got lucky. We got a Harvard man in the first shot out of the box. All right, sir. I'd like to ask you, what is your name, sir? He's stumped for an answer. Your name, sir. You must know your name. Well, I'll give you a name. Harry Boob. And now, for my next guest. Oh, I'm sorry. You will excuse me. I had the wrong name. It's Burton Boob. Famous trick, restore the tie trick. The first thing I shall do, young man, is cut your tie in half. Here, young man, please, you must learn to trust Mondini. After all, first I will remove your tie, thusly. Now the ties will straighten up, will you, son? Here, this is a class act. Straighten up. Now, I shall take this rather... There it goes, the tunnel is open again. Proceed to wrap this sheet tie in this ordinary butcher paper, thusly, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen. Now, young man, take these scissors, cut across where it's dotted on the paper, the dotted line. That's very important. Now, trust Mondini. Cut. Cut, boy, cut. You're doing fine. That's it. Wait a minute. Now, wait. I gotta work on this trick. It needs a lot of work. And now! Your mind is wandering. Mine. Well, let's get on with it, Valentino. Here we go. All right, now. This time, I will do my world-famous trick unsurpassed by mankind. The famous rip off the shirt without removing the jacket trick. Here, here. Very simple trick. You gotta learn to trust me, Smiling Jack. It's words. This won't smart, this won't hurt. Alakazam, here goes your shit. This trick, I'm not as sharp as I usually am. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, the piece de resistance. Mondini's famous finish, the disappearing jacket and trousers trick. Don't come here, young man. That, of course, concludes my performance, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be here for 6 more nights. That's 6, right, isn't it, Sheriff? Well, I thank you for your kind attention. I implore you, do not give away these fabulous finishes to your friends who may see the show later. I thank you and all. But what do you think you're doing? How dare you come in front of this large intelligence audience? Tell me you're a Harvard man. Come out in this ridiculous... I'm surprised. Get on.
So ashamed of my vocabulary. It isn't really what it ought to be. I have a task that isn't ordinary. When I'm describing what you are to me, can't you see? Is a beautiful lady to me? A good question. A beautiful lady is gentle and sweet and kind and never opens up a big mouth to her mother. A beautiful lady is a good dresser and her seams are always straight even though her legs may be crooked. She is a precious jewel with a sterling silver character and a 14-carat gold heart. To sum it up, my friends, a beautiful lady is always a perfect gentleman. You're away beyond belief, and just to make it brief, you're my winter, summer, spring, my everything.
All right, hold it down, friends. While we're here, I'd like to say good evening. While the various acts are changing for the next act, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce your new sensational new confectionery product, Mrs. Chapman's Chewy Chocolate Chippy Chums. Every box a meal in itself. I expect the Stellies has... All right, I heard that remark. You want more for your money? All right, folks. With each and every box of these magnificent bonbons, you get a prize. in every package. Now, they don't allow me to come out here and tell lies. There's a prize in each and every one. I don't know where they are, but they're in every package. Just for fun, folks, I'm going to pick out one at random, any box at all. You'll find a super prize in each and every one of them. Now, let's pick out a box. Yeah, there's a box right here. I just picked it out at random. Now, let's look and see what we got on the inside. There it is, the magnificent prize. A genuine miniature camera made especially for spies during the Serbo-Croatian War. All right, friend. You're not satisfied, you want, Mom? Tell you what I'm going to do. To introduce Mrs. Chapman's chewy chocolate chappy chips, we offer this fine candy, not for $1, not for the ridiculous low price of 50 cents, but get this. By George, I hope they don't hear me back there. There'll be a stampede, they'll all want one. I'm giving this away at the 10th of $1, 1 thin dime or 2 fat nickels. Now, Mrs. Chapman wants you to have more for your money. I'm going to give you a little inside tip. Not only for the small price of 10 cents and you enjoyed the candy, when you get through, don't throw away the carton. Don't throw away the box. Take that empty box, dip it in some lemon juice, put it next to the radiator, hold it up in front of a strong light. You're going to see gyrations your grandmother never saw. Closely on the inside, you behold the complete weights of William Shakespeare, plus a 5-minute ukulele course, the chord symbols for It's a Long, Long Way to Tipperary, and the ever popular Charmaine. Now, I'm giving this away at 10. Hold in the balcony. Be right up there, sir. 10.
Take you next. We racked and racked our brain. Finally, we decided, let's go to sunny Spain. So look out, senoritas, fun is on the way. With Philly, peanuts, silvers, and boom boom bananas, Kaye.
Hello, here we are. In sunny Spain, land of the lovely senoritas, land of romance. All right, Willie, you're gonna love it. Willie, where are you, Willie? Here we are! Will you stop it?
I can't stop it. The ignition is over. The motor's still running.
Will you stop that, Willie?
What?
Now, look, you silly, obstreperous, repulsive ninny.
Oh, you want to make up?
Now, listen to me. You'll never learn to kiss a girl acting so brash and uncouth.
Oh.
You've got to learn to be smooth. You've got to be suave.
Well, that's me, Peanuts. I'm the biggest suave in the whole
How do you
world.
come out here and make a fool out of yourself?
Well,
Now, listen to me.
What?
Do you, or do you not, want to kiss the lovely senorita?
Are you crazy? Does a fish want to fly?
Well, you watch everything I do.
I
and
will
try
watch. I will watch.
Here
What?
comes a senorita now.
Senorita, now.
Now, watch yourself. Watch what I do.
Oh, why? Ooh,
All right, watch it. Willie, watch that. Behave yourself.
Yes.
Now, you just watch the master.
yeah. Well, go ahead, monster.
That's master, not monster.
Oh, master, yeah.
Watch
well,
yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, buenos dias, señorita. Mucho gorgeous a la casa Barcelona. Mucho du plante el quiso a mi la palona, si.
Oh, si, senor.
Gracias, señorita. Mucho gusto. Hasta la later.
Si, si.
You see that, Willie?
Yeah.
Did you memorize everything I did?
Memorize, it's tattooed on my cerebellum.
Well, as what?
On my cerebellum.
On your what?
Cerebellum.
Oh, Willie.
What?
How did you get so dumb?
Oh, I got friends in City Hall.
Now, will you stop that? Now, will you stop that?
What's the matter?
Here comes another
Here comes the
señorita.
señorita.
Watch it.
Oh,
Now,
look at
remember
this.
what I
It's
told
a
you instead of
wonderful-
Barcelona? El Planto, el queso, a la papaloma. Now, go, Willie. Leave it to me. Go. Remember now, suave.
Buenas, Barcelona. Little La Paloma, will you plant a little Pancho Villa on my Ricardo Montalbans?
How dare you?
What happened?
What happened? I asked her to kiss me on my Ricardo Montalbans, and she punched me in the right in the Fernando Lamas.
Did you ever hear anything so ridiculous?
Well,
as this?
I
You
come here.
Now, listen to me.
What?
Didn't you see what she had?
What had
she
she
was
had?
wearing a flower in her left ear.
Flower? I didn't see no flower. Where was the flower?
When a Spanish girl wears a flower in her left ear,
Yeah.
that means she comes from the province of Castile,
Oh.
which of course makes her A Castilian.
But I don't care if she's a detergent.
Will
I
you
want
stop that?
Well,
Now,
nothing
when you
is
talk
wrong.
to a girl who comes from Castile and who is a Castilian, you must use an entirely different accent.
Different?
Of course.
But-
No. When there is an S in the word,
Yeah.
the word like Estradita, that then becomes a Thatha, Fralita. And so the word Casa Barcelona becomes Casa Barcelona.
Oh.
Casa Barca Astrolata.
You know something, Peanuts?
Yes?
I think your mouth is broken.
I don't know what to do with it. Now, look, if you don't want me to help you, I won't help you.
Oh, I was only kidding. Give me some of them Thafa
Very
lessons
simple.
because I want to
You
kiss all the
repeat-
girls.
You repeat after me.
Yeah.
Katha, Katha, Lona.
Katha, Batha.
No, loose. Keep this
Yeah.
very loose. Loose. Katha, Katha.
Katha.
I must say Katha, Barcelona.
Katha,
Now, you see
Barcelona.
what's wrong? You have no diction.
No,
Loose. Katha,
I
Barcelona.
have no
Will you
diction.
stop that? Katha, Barcelona.
Katha, Batha, Batha, Batha.
You're not Thothin. You're not Thothin.
Something wrong with my tooth?
Yes.
I didn't know
Listen,
that.
Katha.
Katha.
Katha, Barcelona.
Katha. Yeah,
Loose.
Katha.
Now, don't be nasal. Don't be nasal. Katha, Barcelona. Katha. Oh, you're bad. You're a bad boy. Katha, Katha, Katha,
Arthur, brother, listen, Peanuts, would you settle for Cincinnati?
Did you ever hear anything?
I don't know.
Will you stop it?
What is it going
Katha, Batha, Batha. No!
No.
You're fighting me.
I'm fighting him?
Oh, here comes another girl.
Oh, here's the best one yet. Look
watch
at this
yourself.
one. Oh,
Did you
my
see?
little-
There's a flower in her left ear.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Watch
that,
yourself.
That means she's a Hungarian.
No!
Hungarian, yeah. Well, I'll go over and try this.
Don't forget your tha.
What's my style now? Oh, senorita! Sister Kesselmois goes to the Basketesses one.
Say, sir, just stop insulting me, see?
I wonder how Willie made out. Come here, Willie. Did you get it?
Oh, boy, did I get it.
Oh, good. Did you get it good?
Yes, I
Show
got
me
it.
how what
I
the
got
hey,
it.
what are you, will you, did you?
Don't put a tax on a beautiful girl. How can I live without all?
Tell him, baby.
You can tax all my business and all that I own.
But have a little pity, leave my pleasures alone.
What do I do on a beautiful night if I should happen to fall?
Now, suppose I'm about to kiss a beautiful maid. Tell her,
Well, what if she discovers that my tax isn't paid?
It's a riot.
Don't want a tax on a beautiful girl, or there won't be any loving at all.
yes, sir.
There won't be any loving at all. That's my father.
There won't be any loving at all.
Thank you very much. Well, I've got to explain something to you. I was in the Orient last summer when we had a few weeks off, and I was I went over to see some of the Olympic sites because I knew it would be impossible for me to attend the Olympics, which I would have liked to have done, because I think it's one of the most thrilling and glorious sights you've ever seen, to see all the different competing athletes from all the nations in the world. It's truly a brotherhood of athletes, and it's kind of exciting to watch. But unfortunately, I won't be able to be there, so I went ahead and saw some of the new buildings that are being constructed for the Olympics. Like in Tokyo, they were building the largest indoor swimming pool in the world. And the Meiji Stadium, that was very, very effective. And I left Tokyo after a little while, and I went on to Hong Kong, and I was shooting some film on the way, and I'd like to show you a few of the shots that we took in Hong Kong that you might be interested in. This is a place called Aberdeen, and this is a place where people spend their entire lives on the boats. They have never actually been on shore. This is really true. They are born, live, and die right on the boats. They have entire families living there. And it was very interesting because I walked down and I would start talking to the kids because look at that. Yeah. Now here was one, I almost tried to kidnap this one and bring it back. I still don't know whether it's a boy or a girl. But look at that, eh? Now here we're in Hong Kong. We were one of them, what they call the resettlement areas. And it was on the other side of Kowloon. And the shops, of course, are the most fascinating places in the world. People say that you've got to go to Hong Kong sometime in your life to see the most fabulous shopping that's ever existed anywhere in the world. And here are children outside of a primary school in Hong Kong where they're being taught English. English has now become, I think, the first foreign language in any country. English has become the compulsory language. And the kids here, like in most of my experiences, they all behave exactly the same all over the world. There are shy kids and forward kids, and see the little one that he just got up. He had a nap, and he was looking for a hamburger. This one was telling me that he thought I had a big nose or something. I don't know what he was telling me. Now here was the school where they were learning English composition. Not this one. He was just outside the school. You see the man with the hat? That's a Chinese fella, I think. Oh, hey, there's a picture of a man coming up who's about 84, 85 years old, and I had a long talk with him. Now, just to the right, the left of me there, look at that marvelous face. Isn't that great? He said if I touched his beard, it would bring him luck. See? So I did, and I was very lucky because we could have had the pillow explode tonight in the sketch. While I was over there, I learned a little song, a little Japanese song, and it has to do with a badger. And this badger is the head of the clan. Is a badger like a raccoon, by the way? Are they from the same family? Well, anyway, it's a little badger, and he's got a little big pot belly. And he summons all the other little badgers, and he summons them by hitting his little belly, and it's called Shoshoji. Paul, let's play that. Shoujoji, shoujoji no niwa wa tsun 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 kyota minarete koi 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 oira no tomodachi pon poko pon no pon makeru ne oh so shiny makeru na koi 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 minarete koi koi koi.
Today, you can choose from a whole world of wonderful ways to decorate your home, and this new booklet can be your guide. It's the Armstrong World of Interior Design. Here you'll find fresh ideas for your home, serene decorating ideas from Japan, formal themes from England, colorful ideas from Africa, and many, many others. And there are Armstrong floors that are right for every decorating style. For example, Montina Vinyl Corlan, Vinyl chips embedded in deep translucent vinyl make a pattern with all the interest of natural stone. Montina goes with any style of furnishing. The Armstrong world of interior design brings you hundreds of valuable ideas in full color. Ideas about shapes, textures, designs, about ways to use all sorts of decorating accessories. For your copy, send 25 cents to Decorating Book, Armstrong, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Or better yet, get it free from your local Armstrong dealer. Ask for it where you see this sign.
Since there are just so many minutes in an hour of time, we have to say goodnight and thank you very much. And it was great having Phil Silvers drop in, also the talented Miss Barbara McNair. And additional thanks go to Harvy, Korman, and Joyce Van Patten. Now, before we depart, I would like to leave you with a bit of philosophy. One morning, Ben Franklin and his wife had a terrible argument at breakfast, which concluded with Mrs. Franklin telling Ben to go fly a kite. Now, as you know, Ben did as she directed, thereby discovering electricity. So the next time your wife suggests that you go someplace, do it. You too may end up in the Hall of Fame. Good night.